Welcome back to Unani Education Hub YouTube channel. Today we'll discuss about the computer generations and generations of computer. We go for the definition. The generations in computer terminology is a change in technology. A computer was being used to initially. The generation term was used to distinguishing between varying hardware technologies. But nowadays the generations including both hardware and software, which together make up an entire computer system. And there are totally 5 generations of computers known as till date. Each generation has been discussed in detail along with their time period and characteristics. The approximate dates against each generations have been mentioned in which normally accepted following the main 5 generations of computer. And here we go the in detail of generations of computer. And the first generation of computer period of first generations 1946 to 1959 we are using for the vacuum tubes and basic. And second generation computer the period of second generation computer, the time period 1959 to 1965, used to transistors based. And third generations computer. The period of third generations computer 1965 to 1971 and based on integrated circuit. And fourth generation computer, the period of fourth generation computers 1971 to 1980 based on VLSI microprocessor. Until the fifth generation computer, the time period of fifth generation computer 1982 onwards ULSI microprocessor based. And we are discussing in detail about all 5 generations. Now we'll go the first generation computer. The period of first generations was 1946 to 1959. The computer of first generations used to vacuum tubes as the basic components of memory and circuit for CPU. CPU means central processing unit. These tubes, like electricity bulbs, produced a lot of heat and were prone frequent fusing of the installations. Therefore, we are very expensive cloud be offered only by very large organizations in their generations. Mainly batch processing operating system, we are used to punched cards, papers, tape, and magnetic tape were used to input and output devices. The computer in this generation used to machine codes as a programming language. See this, the picture of used to the first generation vacuum tubes. It is consumed a lot of space and it released overheat. And here we go. The look at see the main features of the first generation's vacuum tubes technology. Unreliable, supported machine language only, very costly, generated a lot of heat and slow input and output devices. Huge size, need of AC are non-portable and consumed a lot of electricity. Some computers of these generations were ENIAC, EDVAC, UNIVAC, IBM 701, IBM 650. Now till going on second generation computer. The period of second generation computer was 1951 to 1965. This generation's transistors was used that we are cheaper consumed, less power and more compact size and more reliable and faster than first generation computer. Machines made of vacuum tubes in this generation magnetic codes we are used to primary memory and magnetic tape and magnetic disks as the second storage devices. In this generation, assembly language and high-level programming language like FORTRAN, COBOL were used to the computer used to batch processing and multi-programming operating system. Now look at see the picture. This is for the second generation of computer. The main features of the second generation computers are use of transistors, reliable in comparison to first generation computers, smaller size compared to first generation computer, generated less heat as a compared to first generation computer, consumed less electricity as a compared to first generation computer, faster than first generation of computer. We are comparing of all the first generation computer, still very costly, AC needed and supported machine and assembly language. Some computers of this generation were IBM 1620, IBM 1794, CDC 1604, CDC 3600 and UNIVAC 1108. Until now going on third generation of computer. The period of third generation was 1965 to 1971. The computer of third generation used to integrated circuits IC in place of transistors. A single IC has many transistors, resistors, and capacitors along with the associated circuitry. The IC means integrated circuit was invented by Jack Kibley. This development made by the computer smaller in size, reliable and efficient in the generations of remote processing, time sharing, multi-programming operating system were used to high-level programming language FORTRAN to FORTRAN 224 and COBOL, Pascal, PL by 1, basic, Algol 16, etc. We are used to during these generations. See the picture of the third generation computer. And the main features of the third generations are IC integrated circuit used and more reliable in comparison to previous 2 generations. And smaller size, generate less heat and faster, lesser maintenance are still costly, AC needed. These two also so the same. And consumed lesser electricity and supported high-level programming language. And some computers of these generations were IBM's 360 series, Honeywell 6000 series, PDP personal data processor, and IBM 370 by 168 and TDC 316. Now till going on the fourth generation computer. The period of fourth generations was 1971 to 1980. The computers of fourth generations used to very large scale integrated VLSI VLSI circuits having about the 5,000 transistors and other circuit elements, and then associated with the circuit, a single chip made it possible to have microcomputer of fourth generations. A fourth generation computer became a more powerful, compact, reliable, and affordable as a result, giving rise to personal computer PC. The revolution in this generation's time sharing and the real-time network, the distributed operating system, we are used to all high-level programming languages like C and C++, DBAS, etc. We are used to in this generation. See the fourth generation's computer picture, and the uh, the main features of the fourth generation are VLSI technology used and very cheap, portable, and reliable, and used to PCs and very small size pipeline processing, and no AC needed. And the concept of internet was introduced. The great developments in this field of networks, and computer became easily available. And some computers of these generations were DEC10, the star 1000 PDP level, the Cray 1 supercomputer, Cray XMP supercomputer, until going on the fifth generation computer. The the period of fifth generations 1982 till date, in the fifth generations, the VLSI technology became VLSI ultra large scale integrations technology, resulting in the production of microprocessor chip having the millions of electronic components. This generation is based on the parallel processing hardware and AI artificial intelligence software. And AI is an emerging branch in computer science which interprets the means method of making computers. I think like human beings, all the high-level programming languages like C and C++, Java, Net, etc. are used to in this generation. All include robotics and neural networks, game playing, and development of expert systems to make decisions in real-life situations. Natural language understanding and generations. This is for now generations, fifth generations of computer. This is and the main features of the fifth generation are ULSI technology, development of two artificial intelligence, development of natural language processing, and advancement in parallel processing, and advancement on superconductor technology, and more user-friendly interfaces with multimedia features, and availability of very powerful and compact computers in a cheap rates. And the some computer types of these generations are desktop, laptop, notebook, ultrabook, and Chromebook. And these are the computer types. The computer types classification based on the operating principle: digital computer, analog computer, hybrid computer. And say digital computer, the picture is and analog computers, and these are the totally okay. Laptop. The different portable computers are laptop, notebooks, laptop, and variable computers. To see the laptop, these computers smaller desktop computers, but this size is smaller. They are expensive than desktop. The weight of a laptop is around 3 to 5 kgs only. Okay. Thank you for